Hello, 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 curios. Welcome to the Curio Storyteller, where we come to relax, read some of our fave books from yesterday, do a little character cosplay, and say the things we think aloud with a little bit of psychology, because that's what I'm gonna get my degree in. So, speaking of books from yesterday, the book we are currently reading is Dream Date by Sinclair Smith. And I'm going to give you guys a brief recap because it is escalating quickly and crazily. What say you, Scott?
That it is.
And before we get too much into it, we're going to put Oreo Jr. back there. Okay, recap. So, what's been going on is we got Katie. She's new in town, new to the high school, 17, ain't had a man, ain't got no date, is wishing on a star to get this man. She's starting to meet people. She got her little friend Raquel. She got Jason, who we love, her little boyfriend now. But she's going to sleep and she's meeting this guy, Heath. Heath is insane. Okay. Heath is crazy. He controlling her from her dreams. He's doing the most. He's sabotaging her dates with Jason, who we like. He's just doing a lot, but yet nothing. He's doing a lot, but nothing. So now he's chased her in the shower. He's just doing too much. She didn't went out with Jason, and now she got to go back to sleep, and we got to see what the hell happens. Did you have anything to add, Scott?
No, pretty good recap.
Okay, y'all. Well, let's get into it and see where this takes us, child. Chapter 17. Katie had only been asleep for a few minutes that night when she saw Heath leaning against the tree in the front of the house as he usually did. His smile was wide and warm as Katie walked across the yard, and there was no sullen look or reproaches for her being late. Instead, the first thing he said to her was, I wish you would stay with me. Oh, wait. I wish you'd stay here all the time with me, Katie. Isn't it beautiful? It's never cold here. It's always warm and sunny. You be my girl always. Is anybody else thinking, sir, it's warm and sunny in Florida and Florida man is there? Is this man from Florida? Like, he crazy. He kind of crazy where he should probably be from Florida, where it's always warm and sunny there too. Yet people leave. You be my girl always. Imagine no more homework, no more scolding teachers. What could be so bad about living endlessly in a beautiful dream, but really a effing nightmare? You can guess which part I added in there. No way, thought Katie. Why did this have to happen to me? Girl, because you sat your butt there wishing and praying on every star you could see in the sky that you could get some man. That's why it's happening to you. What you talking about, Kate Curl? Get it together, Katie, honey. Anyway, sorry. Wait a minute. Katie went over everything Heath had said to her, and her heart felt cold. How does he know about the teacher scolding me? How did you know about the scolding teacher? She asked. Well, you were thinking about him before you went to sleep, weren't you? It was a very, very strong thought. I just pick up on things sometimes. Never can tell what. His smile made her think he was hiding something. Did he know she thought about Jason too? Katie saw that Heath was unable to keep the smug expression off his face. He's doing this on purpose to keep me guessing, to confuse me. Could you tell there's something I've been hoping you do? Heath looked as if he had been thrown a curve he wasn't expecting. Good, thought Katie. I've been hoping you write me a love letter. I've never had one. Girl, what y'all think that love letter gonna sound like?
Creepy.
Very. Katie watched Heath's face. More confusion. Hallelujah. Look, I've even look. Oh, sorry, I thought this was Heath, but sorry, it's Katie talking. Look, I've even brought a pen and some paper for you. Katie had fallen asleep, clutching them in her hands. And okay, pause for the cause. Pause for the cause. Let's take a little thought experiment right here. So, honey, you didn't fell asleep with a pen and paper up in your hand, and then it came into the dream. Is anybody else wondering why the hell Katie ain't brought no pepper spray? Maybe a taser fully charged? Nothing. Like, girl, all you could bring was a piece of paper and a pen for a poem. Makes you wonder about Katie's mindset. You scared, but you ain't bring no taser. Now she gave them to Heath. Sorry, back to the book, y'all. Now she gave them to Heath. He was still standing with a blank expression on his face. Will he decide this is a job for Mr. Wonderful, Mr. McNasty, hey? Or the poor little boy? Katie crossed her fingers and hoped for Mr. Wonderful. Okay, Heath said finally. Women. It's not going to be long. I'm no poet. It's okay. I'm sure if you care for me the same way or the way you say you do, you'll find the perfect thing to say. As he trudged away, he remembered to turn around and flash Katie a dazzling smile. And that's what I would have hit him with that taser and that pepper spray. By the way, just FYI for anybody who's wondering, when you use that pepper spray, when he giving you that dazzling smile, that's the appropriate time.
Okay.
Just saying. For those who wanted to know. Back to the book though. He sat on the edge of the porch writing, while Katie sat on the steps waiting. In a few moments, he returned, tapping her on the shoulder, and handed her the paper folded in half. Oh, Lord, this paper. Y'all ready for this poem? Scott, you ready for this poem?
Ready.
Katie opened it and read, I love you, Katie Blue.
All right.
Period. I guess. I'm going to hand that back. Here, take this back. What was that about? It's about your blue eyes. Oh, thank you. Katie squeezed his hand. I guess English wasn't your favorite subject, Heath. Well, at least it's something. The girl would have threw that paper would have got thrown back at him. I probably have chewed it up first and then spit it at him. No. Katie clutched the 5 words in her hand. Now give it back. He held out his hand for the note. Katie didn't count on this. You don't give back love letters, Heath. Give it back. Katie knew she wasn't going to be able to reason him out of it, coax him out of it, or tease him out of it. She clutched the note firmly in her hand and concentrated as hard as she could. Wake up! This is the end of the chapter, but I got a question for y'all. Who think this is going to work? Because, girl, what are we going to do with this letter? Like, it has 5 words on there. Who knows who wrote it? You going to say, oh, I got it from the dream world. Girl, what? Katie. Girl, I don't know. Put it in the comments what y'all think. Scott, what do you think? Do you think the letter going to work?
No, I don't think it's going to prove anything.
Feel like the pepper spray and the taser probably would have been her better bet, but who am I? Chapter 18. It worked. I'm awake and I'm still holding his letter in my hand. Oh. Katie sat up in bed and rubbed her eyes. What is that smell? An acid burning heat filled her lungs. A thick curtain of smoke hung in the air. Katie jumped out of bed. Her hands flew to the sides of her face in surprise. and she saw where the smoke was coming from. Oh, girl, you got smoke in the house. Did your fire alarm go off? What's up? There were sparks and little flames coming from the lamp cord beside her bedside table. The flames danced brightly towards each other as if trying to ignite a larger flame. Katie stood transfixed as the lacy doily underneath the lamp started to burn. Oh, y'all remember doilies? Remember? Did you ever have doilies? No. Did y'all ever have doilies, them little crochet things that they would put underneath things? Yeah.
I
Oh,
guess so.
bring those back. Hashtag bring back a doily. We need those again. I don't know for what, but we need them for nostalgia. Huh?
Come under your lamp.
For nostalgia. Okay, sorry. I teleported back. She didn't realize that she dropped a precious note from Heath that nobody would have known what the hell, who it really came from. So I don't know why this was important, but and that it had fallen on the table until the flame started licking at its edges. Not that anybody would have known what it was. It was reduced to ashes before she could even think of saving it. Katie pushed all of the thoughts of the letters to the back of her mind as she concentrated on putting out the fire. She grabbed a pillow from the bed and, coughing from the smoke, started to beat the blaze. Okay, girl, you better stop, drop, and roll. You better stop, drop, and roll. I wonder if they still teach that. Stop, drop, and roll. The flames fought for their lives, but were soon smothered. As Katie battered the blaze, the lamp was knocked over. As it fell, the weight pulled the plug from the wall. Sparks shot out of the socket like fireworks, but soon died, leaving black, sooty stains. Girl, you making a mess. Then it was all over. Katie threw down the pillow. Flames had eaten away part of it, leaving a gaping circle of charred feathers surrounded by singed cloth. Katie threw open a window and took in great gulps of air. Where the hell are her parents at? There was a whole fire in the house, and the parents didn't come and say, "Oh my God."
Guess not.
Guess the fire alarm didn't go off. She wondered for the millionth time why her parents hadn't had this old house rewired before they moved in. Girl, you really should be wondering why the hell they ain't come and help you battle that blaze. It was really dangerous. Katie walked back to the table and stared at the ashen remains of what was to have been her proof of Heath's existence. Ma'am, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It was just a pile of ashes, indistinguishable from the rest. She crumbled the ashes between her fingers regretfully and then swept the whole mess into the wastebasket. All for nothing. Katie wanted to cry. That won't do any good, she told herself. We've just got to find another way to prove he's real. For the moment, though, Katie had no energy to think of another plan. She only felt drained and discouraged. She slumped into an oversized chair in the corner of her room and stared out the window. Girl, maybe make another wish. Wish that Heath is gone. Not really seeing anything. The movement of what seemed like a shadow caused her to turn away from the window. It wasn't a shadow. Katie scrambled to her feet and covered her mouth with her hand. Oh my God. Oh my God. Can y'all guess what it is? Scott, what do you think it is? Oh. She drew in her breath sharply. Heath had always waited for her outside under the tree in the front yard. Now he was in her room, sitting in the chair at her dressing table, staring at her with the most awful look in his eyes. The look was probably awful because they're not red from the pepper spray, but whatever. Back into the book. You tricked me into writing a letter so you could bring it back here, didn't you? He said, he said, He had the look of a menacing cobra, posed and ready to strike. Yes, Katie said in a small voice. He rose to his feet and was across the room in 2 strides. I don't want you playing tricks on me, trying to take things out of the dream ever again. Ever. Ever. Do you understand? Do you? Do you? Do you? Katie nodded in silence. You put the ashes in here, Heath barked, indicating the wastebasket. Katie nodded again and looked away, probably in shame. Her gaze fell on the oversized easy chair. What she saw made her insides lurch. Katie was looking down at her own sleeping body. Girl. Uh-oh, girl. What he got you out here doing, sis? Ooh, girl. It was such an eerie feeling. Like those movies where the soul looked down on the unalive body that formerly housed it. She felt nauseous. Girl, maybe he got you pregnant, child. Who knows? This time, it's not a movie. This time, I'm looking at myself. But you're not unalive. You're only dreaming, she reminded herself. Katie looked back at Heath, whose face wore a contemptuous smirk. Squeamish, are we? Too bad, he shrugged. Well, I guess I'm finished here now. He shook his finger in Katie's face. Remember, everything from the dream stays in a dream. Sir, what the hell is this, Vegas or Fight Club? Like, sir. She should have brought her pepper spray. Child, please. Then he was gone. Then he was back. Sir, you can't make up your mind either. Do you have a diary? He snapped. Lord. Yes. Yes. I promise it says yes twice. Like, this is a mess. Then tell me where it is. The words had the force of a slap. It's in the drawer, in the table by the bed. Katie heard her words come out in a tight, unfamiliar squeak. Girl, get used to it, because you over here just telling all your secrets, sis. You're telling all your secrets, ma'am. He pulled the drawer out, throwing the contents on the floor. He picked the diary out of a pile of things strewn on a rug and held it to his chest for a moment, eyes closed. What is he doing, praying? Then he threw it in the corner of the room. Now his eyes fixed on Katie with a glowing stare. Don't write about me again. Don't write about me. And don't talk about me. And then he vanished.
No.
The clock radio blared and the alarm clock was clanging away when Katie woke. For a moment, she stared uncomprehendingly at the black stains slashed on the wall. Girl, you tried to burn the house down last night. The charred lamp cord and a cloud of soot and ash around the lamp. Then she hugged her knees for a moment, trembling as everything came back to her. Katie's diary was laying on the floor in the corner of the room near the window. She got out of bed and picked it up. Then she reached under the mattress where she kept the key tied to a long ribbon. You know what? Bring back diaries too. I don't think they ever went anywhere, but bring them back too. I need somewhere to put all my secrets. Sorry, y'all. Handshaking, she unlocked the diary. She thumbed through it. At first, everything seemed to be just as it was. But when she got to the part of the diary where she started writing about Heath, the reading was unreadable. The pages were covered thickly with the wild scribbles of an unseen hand. Oh, Lord. Oh, no. Oh, wow. Okay, that's the end of those 2 chapters.
Wow.
Y'all know how we end these things. What stood out and or what did you learn? Scott, what you got? You guys put in the comment section. Scott, what you got?
I don't know. It's blown back a little bit.
Why are you blown back?
Just all this pulling things into and out of dreams and
For the Google time.
fire starting and Heath showing up in real life, but then it's not really real life. It's in a dream.
Floating over your body, about to throw up, even though you ain't got no stomach. It's just weird. It's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What stood out to me is he was just over here escalating. And Katie is over here. Why would you tell him where your diary is? I'm like, no, I ain't got no diary. How does he know?
He knows.
No, he don't. He don't know nothing.
He knew about the teacher.
He would have known about the mace and the taser, but whatever. So he is just escalating, and Katie is just keeping on with it. Because I'm telling you, I would have held a weapon in my hand and went into the dream, and then Heath and I'll be done because I'll be threatening. But that's just me. But what do y'all think about all of this? Make sure you leave some comments in the comment section. And also we're gonna end this. But like end means we gotta get our Fairy Tale Friday, and we're switching up the book because Scott doesn't like the other book. We're gonna get us some grim fairy tales.
I said I didn't like the other book. Okay.
So we're gonna end it here. We're gonna bid you guys adieu. As always, we appreciate having you guys come and hang out with us. And as always, we hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with us. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, check out some other lives, some videos, some shorts, all that fun stuff. And with that, we're gonna bid you guys adieu. So from wherever we are, even when we're in a dream / fight club / I guess Vegas with Florida Man, to wherever you guys are, peace, love, and happiness. And we'll see you guys in like 30 minutes. I gotta just switch a rule. And you know what my 30 minutes mean. It can be 5 minutes to 30. So we can get down with the Fairy Tale Friday. So we'll see you guys later. Bye, y'all.
Bye.